Welcome back to Take Action News, everybody. So glad to have you on the program. David Shuster here. As a lot of you may know, I'm going to take a little bit of time the next couple of weeks because my wife, Kiara Renner, and I are having our first child probably this week. A lot of excitement, anxiety, nervousness, but entering the world of fatherhood, of parenthood, right here at the age of 45. It's an amazing, amazing experience, and nothing quite concentrates you on the world around you, the community around you, like becoming a parent and your desire for this community to be an even healthier and happier one for your child. In the course of getting ready, I've learned a lot about things like breastfeeding. And so for our activist of the week, I want to focus on somebody who has done some amazing work to try to improve conditions for women all over the United States to make it easier for them, particularly in workplace situations. Jake Marcus is a lawyer, writer, speaker. Her website is breastfeedinglaw.com. At Jake Marcus. Twitter is, let me get this absolutely right, at Jake Marcus Law. Jake, welcome to Take Action News. Thanks for being part of the program.
Thank you for having me.
So what is the situation for a new mom out there and she wants to breastfeed or pump at her workplace? What is the law now? What are her rights? How can she exercise them?
Honestly, it's all about what state she's in and what company she works for. There are lots of companies that have voluntarily, and for a long time, there have been lots of large companies that have voluntarily created pump rooms, programs. As far as being legally required to do so, that really is a state-by-state basis, with maybe 10 states at this point having state laws that specifically require an employer to provide pump time, breaks, space, any one of the 5 or so essential elements to a successful law. There is a federal law, and it doesn't work.
How does it explain that? Because there was some impression, and I think it was a wrong impression out there, that the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, guaranteed that you have an opportunity to pump at the office, and it cannot be a bathroom.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with news stories about law being reported by non-lawyers, or kind of the. I think it made a nice soundbite, and it certainly looked good for the legislators involved. But when push comes to shove, and this is something that I called pretty much immediately, what the Affordable Care Act is thousands and thousands of pages of snippets that are amendments to existing law. So, yes, there is a workplace pumping provision in the Affordable Care Act. However, what it is an amendment to a current section of the Fair Labor Standards Act. So you have to read the Fair Labor Standards Act. And the Fair Labor Standards Act simply doesn't, that section, the wage and hour section that it's been inserted into, does not have a mechanism for forcing an employer to provide a specific work site accommodation of any kind. All that can do is provide, because it's actually the section that's about minimum wage and overtime pay. Mm-hmm. So if you're wronged under that section, the only remedy that you have is if you're fired, so you have lost wages to recover, and it's to get lost wages. There is no mechanism for the Federal Department of Labor, currently, for the Federal Department of Labor to order an employer to provide either breaks or pump space or any of the things that the law requires. Now, see, the law says all employers must, but all employers must is only meaningful if something happens if some employer doesn't.
Right. So there's no sort of a required. There's no meat behind this to try to get employers to do the right thing. What can people do on a local level or in their own community or in their own workplace? They're a new mom to be, and they want to have this sort of appropriate and healthy situation. What steps can they take?
Well, typically, on my website, Breastfeeding, it's one of my websites, breastfeedinglaw.com, and that has each state-by-state law. But there's also an article that I wrote in 2008 before the federal law that talks about some steps that you should go through with your employer before you have the child, so that you know what you're coming back to. You don't come in with some fresh request and have no idea what the response will be. And that is, first, to find out whether there is an existing program. If you're in a small company, then you probably already know that. If you're in a very large company, you may not. So you go to HR with that, basically human relations. And then it is possible you're the first breastfeeding person ever to ask this particular employer to allow for pump breaks or to allow a space to be repurposed so it's a private pumping space. And you have that discussion with the employer and try to negotiate an arrangement with the employer that will meet both your needs. And really, the difficulty in this, frankly, on a legislative level, the difficulty is the illusion that this is an expensive thing to do. We
got to hit a commercial break, and I get you. It's not. It's actually better financially for companies if they will make
Absolutely.
this space. But Jake Marcus, we got to run. Jake Marcus at Jake Marcus Law on Twitter. The website is breastfeedinglaw.com. Jake, thanks for being part of a program. We appreciate it. On the other side of this break, Ethical Electric and We Act Radio and Take Action News continues.